Russ, Angela, the Supreme Court is stacked with high-profile cases this term, and this case is no different. It'll have huge implications for those in the LGBTQ community. LGBTQ advocates are gearing up for a historic battle before the Supreme Court. Tuesday, the justices will hear oral arguments in 3 workplace discrimination lawsuits to determine if an employer can fire someone on the basis of gender identity or sexual orientation.
It might be the most important Supreme Court case that will impact the LGBTQ community.
Robin Marl is a lawyer with the country's largest gay advocacy group, the Human Rights Campaign. She says the ruling will impact how millions of Americans can be treated in the workplace, housing, and schools.
It really would open people up for discrimination.
The case is boiled down to one major question. Does the word sex used in the 1964 Civil Rights Act include sexual orientation and gender identity?
That's not the way that the law is supposed to work.
John Bursch is arguing on behalf of the 2 Michigan funeral home owners who fired a transgender employee for violating their dress code.
That decision to apply the sex-specific dress code based on the biological sex of his employees completely in accord with federal law.
Bursch says misrepresenting the word sex would set a dangerous precedent.
It can hurt women and girls in athletics. It can impact people in their bodily privacy spaces.
The other 2 cases involved defendants who say they were fired for being gay. All 3 cases will be heard Tuesday morning and will likely be ruled on as a whole later in the court's term. Now, what makes this case especially interesting is the uncertainty surrounding its outcome. The lower courts have been split on this issue, and on top of that, Justice Anthony Kennedy, a longtime LGBT community supporter, has been replaced by newest Justice Brett Kavanaugh. For now, in Washington, Raquel Martin, 12 News.